Okay, so to answer the question, I would really say that I know that during my exploratory, like now that I've done like freshman, sophomore, and junior, I would say that honestly, like the quizzes or the tests, they're important. So honestly, I retook any test that I could. Learning studying habits. Honestly, like sometimes like during exploratory, like it like they show like, oh, like this is like, wow, like so easy, but no, it's not. It's really hard.
So the next question is from the juniors. One of you guys' main concern was transportation. To be really honest, I think transportation varies from person to person because sometimes some of us have licenses, but others don't have a car. So you have to find a way to make it work at the end of the day. Sometimes people have family members that drive them to work or pick them. There's also a really good public transportation system that you guys can use because a lot of employees here also use it as well. Yeah.
Okay, next question.
And you're actually keeping that. The other question is, after school activities, do you have time to make it back to DOTS for sports?
Fíjate, I don't do sports, so I am the most unathletic person there is. Woo.
But we do know people who do sports and they make it work.
They're dying, critical. Oh well. I'll be honest, they really are. I don't know, I just feel like if you know how to manage like a heavy load and like that type of schedule, like it won't be as hard. But does Jalissa do track? Like, does she go back to school?
But at the end of the day, all you guys need to know is have a good communication with your coaches and your employers because they're the ones who are gonna make it work. You have to find a flexible schedule that your employers can make it work, and also make your coaches understand that it's a vocational school, so there's gonna get a time where you guys are gonna have to go out into the field.
Or if you're willing to not do your sport, because I think it's really hard to get a co-op job when like you have sports, because most co-op jobs either end at 3, end at 5, end at 4, or even later. And I know sports start like right after school, so it's kind of like, finding a co-op job that is willing to work with you on that, and then your coach or whatever that's willing to work with you on that too.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a commitment and you guys need to stick with it and pick something that you guys will know you guys will be able to manage. But at the end of the day, it's a lot of multitasking, a lot of dedication, so at the end of the day, it's up to you guys. Next question is, what if this is my first employment opportunity? If this is your first employment opportunity, I would say make the best out of it. Put what Miss Levitt, Fazio, or even Miss Ayers or Miss C have taught you guys to the test. Because at the end of the day, your co-op placements are a way for you to put into perspective and actually show what you learned in the classroom and apply your knowledge to real life scenarios, because at the end of the day, going out will prepare you and will let you know if this is the right field for you.
Just agreed.
Next question is, what if I have another part-time job? Is it possible to work more than a co-op job?
So I work here and I work, girl, we didn't even say where we worked. So We work at a site called Willie Bone and Joint. There's 3 sites. There's one in Andover, Andover, April, and Salem.
We're floats, so
Yeah.
we move wherever we're needed.
Yes. So what was the question? Because I just forgot.
What if I have another part-time job, and is it possible to work more than a co-op job?
So for me, I work here and at Market Basket. Horrible. Here, Market Basket, but I honestly make it work. So whenever I work like, so we never have like a full week of like working, like, let's say, because we end on Wednesdays. Every Wednesday we alternate, like the Wednesday that's coming up I go back to school, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I work at Market Basket. Or like, let's say if it was a Monday, Tuesday, I won't work those days because I'm working here, and then the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I'll work at Market Basket. So it like really depends on like what rotation I'm at, like, you know what I mean? Like, if let's say I'm starting off at my job, so from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I won't work, and I won't work Monday or Tuesday, but I'll work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of the next week, or Saturday and Sunday. Honestly, it really depends. But I tried doing where like at 5 I'd go straight out of this job to go to the other job, but I'd be too tired. It was depressing.
The question is, how do you make the most out of your co-op opportunity? You can make the most of it by, first of all, showing up on time, using your uniform. It's a job, so don't be showing up in Crocs.
Literally, it doesn't matter if anybody else is showing off in Crocs. You're not everybody else.
Yeah. No.
Oh wait, not in a rude way.
Not long nails. Because at the end of the day, you guys have to think that you guys are not just representing the medical assisting program, but you guys are also representing the school. So whatever step you make, it can either reflect good or bad on not just on you, but also on the program. Setting goals for yourself, connecting with the supervisors, the doctors, the other MAs, and even sometimes the nurses.
Yo, these doctors are mad nice.
Like in our case, we have doctors, so we have surgeons, we have PAs, we have pain management doctors, spine doctors,
Feet doctors, yeah.
we have a podiatrist, and
so if you got bunions that need to be checked out.
and we also have some X-rays techs. Honestly, they're all really nice, and it's good to learn from each and every one of them, because they can really give you some really good advices that you can apply to your future as well. And last question is balancing academics, applying to college, and submitting your co-op lectures on time. I feel like that's been like the main concern on senior year. Because never believe when people tell you senior year is the easiest, because at the end of the day, senior year is a lot of work. You have to balance academics, if you have sports, your co-op job, what else? College applications, writing your recommendations, or even getting your recommendations. So start
It's
early.
a lot.
It's a lot of things to take at once. And what else?
Honestly,
At the end of the day, you won't have a teacher who's like telling you like, oh, this is what you have to do. You have to put your own effort and your own time into it.
Honestly, well, I agree with everything that Maddie's saying, but it's more of like, it's like all about you. Like, you gotta be on top of it. If you're not on top of it, nobody else is on top of it. Best believe it. When you're behind, you're behind. But honestly, I would just say like sophomore. What am I saying? Senior year. Like, focus on yourself and like on the college that you want to go to. Like, come on, you're about to graduate. It really matters.
Yeah, don't be lacking in your classes.
No slack. Good job. Yeah. All right, guys. Okay. We're gonna show you a little bit of it. This is so cringy, but it looks bougie. Like, yeah, let's show you more in depth. So, yo, yo me veo como like. So we have this, big bags. I'm kidding. We need
We have this poster.
I didn't even know we had physical therapy out here.
No.
Oh my god, they have it out here. Ooh, I might take a picture of it so then they can see it. So let's say goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.